When Dwayne Wade and LeBron James first linked up in Miami, well, there was a lot of doubt. 2 championships later, a lot of that doubt has since been erased. And even at 32, going on 33 years old, well, I think there's an argument to be made that Russell Westbrook at this stage in his career is a better player than what D-Wade was at that stage in his career. And I'm not saying that Russell Westbrook can all of a sudden shoot the basketball because, in all honesty, he's not the best shooter in the NBA. But that being said, I still think that Russell Westbrook is a better fit than most people realize. Allow me to break it down for y'all. Sire.
What's good, brother?
Roll the clip.
Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, yeah. Here comes the.
Team Steezy family. After yet again another hiatus, we're back at it yet again, and if you're new to this channel or if you haven't already, well, you know the drill. Be sure to join the family by hitting that subscribe button for us. Drop us a like and leave a comment if you enjoy the content to also show some support. And last but not least, follow us on the other socials aside from YouTube, on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at SteezyBandz. Keep up to date with the latest in the sports world and in our world. Now you're tuning in to SteezyBandz. Let's get to cooking, shall we? Russell Westbrook is finally at home playing for the most storied and most legendary franchise in all of NBA history. What better motivation than to play in front of your hometown than by playing for the Lakers, the most storied and the most legendary franchise in all of NBA history? Now with Russell Westbrook, like I said earlier, 32 going on 33 when the season begins, he understands the limitations that he has in his game. Now that being said, playing alongside LeBron James, playing alongside AD, Carmelo Anthony, and a whole bunch of other great players, despite being over the age of 30, well, all I know is that for me, when I'm playing in front of the home crowd, when I'm playing in front of my hometown team, well, that gives you even more motivation to play to the very best of your ability. And with Russell Westbrook doing that, and given that he doesn't yet have a championship on his resume, but yet he seems to have everything else, well, I don't see why he's not going to have a great year in LA. And I understand there's going to be a lot of growing pains. There's going to be a lot of issues in the first couple of months of the season, but to play in front of your hometown, not a lot of teams, not a lot of players have an opportunity to say that. And so with that being said, I think that makes Russell Westbrook a better fit than people realize. Moving on to number 2. Well, a lot of players that play alongside LeBron James, even if it doesn't seem like it's the cleanest fit on paper, it usually turns out working for the better. Remember Dwight Howard a couple years ago when he joined the Los Angeles Lakers? Well, he ended up winning a ring there. And as I said in the intro, LeBron and Dwayne Wade, they didn't exactly have the games to mesh well, and yet that ended in 4 straight finals appearances and 2 rings. And like I also said, there's an argument to be made that at this stage in his career, Russell Westbrook is a better player than Dwayne Wade was at 32 years old. He's coming off yet another triple-double, or he's coming off yet another season in which he averaged a triple-double, averaging 23, 11, and 11. And for the first time in 3 or 4 years, he actually shot better than 30% from the three-point line. And so all these concerns about, oh yeah, Russell Westbrook can't shoot, well, that's still true. But seeing as how he's a regular season player, that's going to take a whole lot of pressure off of LeBron James. And LeBron, 36, going to be 37 in December. He could wait to shoulder some of the load come postseason time. And there's even been talks of LeBron downsizing and playing the 4, AD playing the 5. Well, there was reports a couple weeks before this trade was finalized that Russell Westbrook, LeBron, and AD all had a meeting at LeBron's house, and they all talked about sacrifice. Well, like I said, all these guys are getting older. And so if Russell Westbrook is getting older, if LeBron's getting older, if the LA Lakers had a disappointing year last year, well, here's the time, and now's the time to get right and to finally bring back another trip to LA. You look at Carmelo Anthony, who's had a resurgence in the last couple of years after finally realizing that he has to start shooting the basketball and doing less on offense to contribute. Well, now he's also on the Lakers, and I expect a pretty great year coming out of Carmelo Anthony this coming season. And with Russell Westbrook being in town, like I said, he could dominate the regular season. LeBron could play more off the ball. LeBron could play more in the post. LeBron is a better shooter at this stage in his career than he ever has been in any part of his career. And with Russell Westbrook, like Dwayne Wade did in Miami, he could still play off the ball. He could slash to the basket. He could cut to the basket. And like I said with Ben Simmons in that Ben Simmons video from a couple of months ago, well, Russell Westbrook understands the limitations that he has at this stage in his career. He knows what everybody's saying about him. He knows that he can't shoot. Well, heading into this offseason to make it work, because they did talk about sacrifice, I don't see why he's not going to work on that part of his game. He's going to be in the gym. He's going to be putting up some shots, and he's going to prove all the doubters wrong. And so reason number 2 as to why Russell Westbrook is a better fit with the Lakers than people might realize is the fact that he could dominate in the regular season. He could take a step back in the postseason. He could let AD do his thing. He could let Bron do his thing. And if it comes to it, he can play off the ball by acting as that slasher and acting as that cutter that Dwayne Wade once excelled at. Another point to bring up, Russell Westbrook has never played with an elite big man. And yes, KD does not count. Despite being 7 feet tall, we all know that KD doesn't play like a traditional big man. And so I'm not going to count him, but a Russell Westbrook and an AD pick and roll, that is absolutely terrifying for opposing defenses to even think of. We all know what Russell Westbrook is capable of when it comes to distributing and dishing the ball out, especially to his big men. And so for him to play with a guy like AD, who could play pick and pop, who could pick and roll, who could take to the basket, who could act as a lob threat, well, that's a match made in heaven. Reason number 3, the opportunity to go up against Kevin Durant and winning a ring while doing so. And I get it, while their feud wasn't what it once was a couple of years ago, well, I don't have any reason to believe that Russell Westbrook wouldn't be highly motivated by the thought of potentially not only winning his first NBA championship ring, but by doing so against longtime rival and arch nemesis Kevin Durant of the Brooklyn Nets. And I hate to be that guy, but if I'm being realistic, then I think it's safe to assume or safe to pencil in a Lakers and Nets NBA Finals. And not only is there the Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant dynamic to talk about, there's also the LeBron and Kyrie feud, or whatever you want to call that. And then there's AD and Harden looking to establish themselves within the NBA hierarchy. And so there's so much speculation. There's a lot of intrigue that will come with this potential and hypothetical NBA Finals series. But I just have no doubt in my mind, knowing the type of person that Russell Westbrook is, he would love to stick it to his former teammate, but not only winning a ring without him, but by winning a ring against him. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think Russell Westbrook's fit with the Lakers is. I know there's a lot of backlash coming against that move, but like I said, I think so otherwise. And so if you guys agree with me, let me know in the comment section down below. If you disagree with me, well, let me know why. Well, that marks the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to join the family, hit that subscribe, and also be sure to follow us on all socials at Steezy Smith to keep up to date. Nothing but love and all glory to God. Steezy out. Again, this video is going to be dedicated to Mr. Todd Nas. While that concludes this video, we have loads of other content. You don't have to stop watching there. Other content on our channel homepage, as well as our social media platforms. And again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for us. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Nothing but love, and Steezy out.